Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, children. So let's start our class. Right? We are in the enlightened part, enlightenment, right? So he just sat on the down the people tree and get engaged all the knowledge. What he gets, supreme knowledge, we can call is that call, right? And also Sakya Muni, or the stages of Sakya clan. At this time, Buddha was 35 years old. The people tree under which he got enlightenments is now known as Mahabodhi tree. तो जिस ट्री के नीचे बैठकर उनको बहुत सुप्रीम नॉलेज मिली थी, उस ट्री को अब क्या कहते हैं मालूम है आप लोगों को? महाबोधि ट्री. लार्ज टेम्पल known as the Mahabodhi temple has been built at this spot. तो उस जगह पर एक बड़ा टेम्पल बनाया गया और उसका नाम क्या रखा मालूम आप लोगों को? महाबोधि टेम्पल, which is built on that spot. Next come to the teachings of Buddhas. So desire is the cause of all misery. Okay, to be free from misery one must give up all killing and all desire. जब कुछ मुश्किलात या कुछ चीज़ तकलीफ आती है तो आपको हर चीज़ छोड़ देनी चाहिए अगर आपको सुकून चाहिए तो. Desire can be suppressed by the noble eightfold parts or the middle parts. Okay, you can be in the middle part or you can in the starting part or you can be in the end part of that words. So giving desires is a good life to free one's sorrows, and you can see Buddha began to preach his doctrine which came known as the Noble Eightfold Path. The monk Bhikshuk of the Sangha spread Buddhism far and wide. Okay, and he orders of monks called it as Sangha. Next come to the enlightened, the Noble Eightfold Path, which is one of the understanding, peace of mind, wisdom, and finally nirvana, which is also preaches against the killing, stealing, marna, चोरी करना, झूठ बोलना, ये सब रोकता है. Then he was not endure or living in the features of the practice of ahimsa. Okay, then Buddha preaches that the Pali, what do you mean by Pali? It's a language which is common people could understand, a language which the common people of that region can understand. He died at Kushinagar when he was 80 years old, and when he was 80 years old, he died at that age. So he spread all his Buddhism knowledge all over the world. So after the death of Buddha, it is still widely practiced in Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Tibet, China, Japan, Thailand, India, and Vietnam. Okay, let's turn the page. Next, Raja Ram Mohan Roy, that is 1772 to 1833. In 19th century, many great men in India tried to bring reforms in religion and society. Raja Ram Mohan Roy was one of the earliest of these reformers. He was a remarkable man and a great scholar. He was born in 1772. He studied Bengali, English, Sanskrit, Latin, Arabic, Persian, and even Hebrew. So he is a person with a great soul and a great bravery, we can call it as. So in the 19th century, the many great men in India tried to bring a freedom fighter, you can call it a society, religious and all, which is Raja Ram Mohan Roy was one of them. Okay. Here next, he was a great scholar. He studied many languages, Bengali, English, Sanskrit, Latin and all many languages he has been studied. Next come to the policies. The Raja Ram Mohan Roy's beliefs. What does he believes for? Okay. Raja Ram Mohan Roy, troubled by the evil practice he saw in Indian religion and society, he began by the preaching that there is one God, and that is what our Asian scriptures and Shastras say. He believed that all the rituals were superstitions of later age. He founded an organization called Brahmo Samaj, an assembly of all those who have believed that there is only one God. He was against the idolship. Raja Ram Mohan Roy was the first to support English education. He wanted Indians to study science,